Hi guys, so today I have this fun set to share with you from Diamond Press that they brought to HSN. It is the screen print kit in the globe design. Super cute. I do want to make mention they also brought back or restocked the sentiments, the screen print sentiments that came with like dies. So if you're interested in those, I know they sold out quickly there. They are available again on the site, so I'll link both of them. But Diamond Press did send these items free of charge for my review, and of course all opinions are my own. And links down in the description box will be affiliate links, which means I'll make a small commission if you purchase items to those links. So thanks for using those if you would like to. Let me place this over here. And so in this one, we have the screens and we have inks. And so it has the navy, really gorgeous. I'll probably use all three today. We have the coral, lovely color, my favorite. And then we have the light blue. So really pretty palette colorway, as I like to call it, in that one. And let's look at these screens. So I'm gonna open this up right quick. What's really cool about this one, it has a lot of sentiment, so that's really, really nice. So, well, let's look at the inspo sheet. Oh, you can look at this. So on the stencils or the screen stencils, they show you what you have. You have that background globe piece. You have like what can make like it look like an actual globe. We have these pretty little flowers. Adventure Awaits would fit in there. Welcome to the World fits in there. Way to go. You know, this life is beautiful. This life is a beautiful journey, excuse me. Friend, brother, sister, you make the world a better place. So you have all these separate words because you have like world's best and then mom or dad or whatever you want to pop in there. The little banner or pennants, that is so cute. Let's look what this says. And I do have my brushes from the Today Special. So if you do not have some, I'm assuming you probably use any, you know, kind of thin hair, nice brush that you might have. And you would just follow along. So again, just tape it down so it holds your stencil in place, or your screen stencil. And then you can do your coloring. I probably will do separate colors because as you can see the globe has all this and you can do it all at once. You can do, you know, the circle part and then this outer portion that holds the globe separately or however you want to do it. I will have some water ready, some warm water with a little bit of soap. I did that last time and it worked perfectly. My stencils look like brand new, so definitely have your water waiting, right? And then if you're going to layer up, of course you're going to give it some time to dry. They dry pretty quick though, so we'll move on and do some of the sentiments or something like that. And then we also have all these other ones that you can play with. Let's see, did we see these guys on here? Yeah, I think there's, oh yeah, you make the world a better place, so we saw that there. The sentiment, again, dad, mom, sister, so all the ones we showed there, brother, friend, and then we have like way to go. Here's your nice large screen for that one. Oh, I love it, so pretty. So again, all these guys fit in there. Welcome to the world, world's best, this life is a beautiful journey. Excuse me, I don't know why I keep getting tripped up on that one. Is that one? Okay, Adventure Awaits, miss you already, the little banners, and then the beautiful floral, and then the world ones behind here. Very, very pretty. So I'm gonna do is grab some paper, get the water ready. I'll give you a measurement, which I'm gonna do an A2 size card, but I just want to give you a measurement of like how big this design is. It's just like 4 1/4 inches tall, and if we're going, you know, hoop to end there, like 3 1/4 inches wide. It's a really nice focal point. So I will be right back. I have a few things here. So I am going to use my little glass mat now. You know, you want to put on any kind of work surface that you can clean up. I had shown this before. It is not quite available yet, but hopefully Diamond Press will have them on their site soon. But I have a coral piece of paper because I thought, well, let's use this on a colored piece of paper just to see if we can, you know, get that to really pop using these colors, because that's the other thing, they're nice and opaque. So I'm just gonna hold this down, or maybe not yet, but I'm gonna put that there. And I haven't decided if my sentiment is gonna be separate from that. Let's see. Yeah, we'll see. Okay, for right now I'm just gonna place it here either way. So it's just kind of up and centered, hopefully. I'm looking at this a little more this way. And let's go ahead and hold that down. I do have a little tub with some warm water with a little Dawn dish soap in it. My brushes are dry. And what we're gonna do is go ahead and tape these guys down, sorry. Let's see here. So we have a little heart in the corner. If you want to use that, you don't have to use it. I think I will use it. So I'm going to do this a couple different ways. So we definitely want to tape that down. Hold this guy down. And maybe a little more. Just in the different areas. And you know what, I'll also put some tape up here too. Just in this top corner. Because we are working some different areas of this. Okay. So let me see. I will use the coral again because I think I'm going to do light blue. I'm going to do the darker, the navy on this outer portion. And then I'm going to do the coral for like the little flowers. So I think I'll do the heart just before I get to that part. Or keep the brush moist in some way. I just don't want it to dry, and I really don't want to dip it in water then use it again. But I guess you can just use a different brush, right? So there's different ways to do that. Okay, so with this one, I'm going to take the light blue, and I think I'm going to use a larger brush. And again, you know, you get a good amount. You don't want it to be dry, but you don't have to have a whole lot on there. And basically, we're going to push this in here. I'm going to get as close as I can. And starting with this one, honestly, if we end up in the where the dark blue is going to be, it's not the biggest deal. You just cover right up. So basically, you're trying to push this through the screen. That's what you're wanting. And a little more over here. And I'll be a little more willy-nilly about it over here because I don't have to avoid. There we go. Something like that. I'm really making sure it's pushed through. And I think that'll be great. Okay, so I'm done with this brush. I have a little bit of paint. I'm just gonna put it back in there, and I'm gonna put this in my little water here. I know someone had mentioned before, like, not to leave your brushes soaking, which is true. I wouldn't leave it overnight, but it doesn't hurt them if you let them soak for a little bit. So, not letting them leaving there too long. And then we'll go with this guy, and I think I'm gonna leave the small. You know what? Actually, I'll use this brush for the coral. So I'm going to go in with this guy now. And I can move this to make it. So again, we're just pushing that through. Stencil. Screen. I'll bring it down here. And I'm working a little bit quickly because I don't apply it super thick. At least that's my technique. You don't want it to end up drying on your stencil, so I'm on the first part that we did. Okay, and down in here. Really pushing that through. And I think that'll be that. I'm going to put that to soak. And right quick, I'm just going to do that last little coral bit. And then we'll come in and do our flowers. So I'm just going to keep this cute. Just pushing, kind of some pressure to get that through the screen. And like I said, I'll try to keep this wet so it doesn't dry out for the next coat. So I'll probably just place it in here just so the air doesn't hit it too much. And let's check it out. Looking good. Oh, that is so cute. Okay. I'm going to put that tape back on there. And our last little bit over here. Aw, look at that. Looks really great. Okay, so I'm going to take these pieces off of here. And you can definitely rinse this off if you're just ready, if you're done. But for now, I'm just going to place it in here just to get it a little bit soapy. And I use the brushes even to kind of like help me wipe. And then I just run it under running water. And it just comes right out. So I'll let that soak for just a minute though to really break up that paint that was on there from earlier. And I'm gonna let this dry just a second, but yeah, so as you can see, I do need to let it dry a little bit. So I'm gonna leave that alone for a little bit. keep this brush covered, and then we'll come in with an accent on top of our globe. And I'll be right back. This one to dry. I was just thinking about, you know, my sentiment or how I wanted to finish that off. So I'm going to do the little flowers, and I think it'll be cute with like a little banner right here with one of the sentiments. So we have, you make the world a better place. So I'm going to do that on just a piece of paper. Why not? Like this white piece of paper. And then I have this die again. It's from one of the die and press sets from a while back that I want to use. So I'm going to make sure I have space for that. I'll cut it out with that. So we're going to need to let that dry also, but for right now I'm going to pop this on here. And I do have other colors from like the Today Special and the other kind of refill kits, but I'll go ahead and just use the dark blue from this one. So I really dried this off, so hopefully it's not going to put any extra like moisture in this. And so I'm going to take that dark blue and just put that on here. I'm just kind of pushing it as I move across. A little bit more. Now I would say you want to have a little bit more than too dry. If it's dry, then you're probably going to miss a spot or two. But so it's better to have a little more of this stuff on here. Okay. And then I'll, oops, leave this to soak again because I think I'm done with that. And let's go ahead and remove this and see what we have. And then again, let it dry before I die cut it, but that will be my little, oopsie, let's do it this way. For some reason, it's peeling the paper up from the corner there. Okay. Let's take this one off too. Look how pretty. And then I'll just put this in the water to soak again, just kind of zhuzhing it with my brush a little bit. And then I'll let that dry. Look how thin that is. Okay, I'll be back. Several minutes, I mean, I don't know, maybe 5. I do want to show you, I don't know if you can see the texture of how that looks because of the screen printing. It's different than if it was just like a stencil. I don't know, hopefully you can see it there. It just has a really cool look to it. I mean, it looks like very fine screen. Like it looks like a screen, a very, very fine screen. You can see it there. Okay, so let's get this guy. Ooh. I want more of it to show than less because when we put our wording, you know, through there. And then also, do you want it straight? You're gonna put it like crooked? I mean, whatever it is that you like. And you can definitely see the edges. Like right now I can see the pink edge, so now I need to come in a little bit more this way. That looks good too. And maybe a little bit more down over here. Looking good, looking good. Maybe there. Okay. Now, my ink from before might still be a little bit wet, so I'm not trying to push down in there. I'm just trying to get this on here without messing with that too much. Make sure it's flattened out. Okay. And maybe a little more tape. And let's get our coral color again. Again, I kept this covered up, so hopefully it's still pretty flexible. It feels like it. And let's get some in here. Through there. And in here. So the backs of the screens are a little bit sticky. They're not adhesive, they just have like a stickiness to them. So that's why I'm not really pushing too hard right now, especially because of the paint that I had on there. I guess I'm done with that, so let's leave that there. And let's get this guy off of here. Trying to avoid whatever happened earlier with the other one where it was kind of peeling up my paper. Look how pretty. Oh my gosh. See, I was telling you it's a little bit sticky. And so I can see that I wanted to pick up some of my light blue. So I would say wait at least 10 or 15 minutes as opposed to like 5. If you want to hit it with a heat gun, that's up to you. Keep it far away, or some people recommended maybe a blow dryer, so on cold, because you don't want to bubble your screen print ink or anything like that, but just be careful with it. So I'm gonna take these off, I'm gonna soak this and then rinse it off and all that good stuff, and I'll be back. That's very pretty. So we have our different pieces here. So this guy, I'm just gonna cut it out. I'm just eyeballing where I think that should be. And then I'll put some tape so it doesn't move. I'll run that through. And this guy will just go ahead and glue it down. And yeah, the ink definitely has a different feel to it. It's like a paint kind of feel, maybe like an acrylic paint kind of feel. So anyway, I'm just gonna put this on here so when you touch it, it just has a tactile feel. It looks different. It's really cool. So I'm gonna hold that down and I'll run the other guy through and I'll be right back. Okay. Oh, that's so cute. Okay, so we have our card, we have our little bit. Oh, that's adorable. Let me put some dimensionals on this and I'll be right back. Okay, so we have that. That is so pretty. I love just like the rustic look of it. The design, really pretty. Let's see here. It needs to be a little more down this way, huh? Maybe a little bit more. There we go. All right, guys. Sweet card, just so pretty. They do tell you in the instructions if you want to use the stencil like more than once your screen's like before you wash it, you can do it at least twice and then give it a rinse. So you can do 2 cards, you know, at a time, and then, you know, after it's dried, really dried, because it does say that some water might want to stick around, like especially in those little areas like in here, you know, this, it's so fine and so small, but it's just like some little water might be in there. So if you go to use it, it might, you know, leach out a little bit. So you definitely want to make sure these are dry before you continue making more cards. But super gorgeous, really, really pretty. Thank you so much, Diamond Press, for sending these items for review. I'll have images coming up. I'll have the links in the description box, and I'll see you all at the next one. Bye now.